Hello, and welcome to the first episode of my new series. This one is focused around outfit ideas for Breakpoint. It's going to be a very different type of video from the main series, the clues in the title. It's all about outfit ideas, the real end game. It's a request that I see a lot, and it's actually a part of the game that I personally enjoy a lot. I really enjoy it. For the sake of time, I will be doing one outfit per video to keep them short, and hopefully I'll be able to pump these out far more regularly than obviously the main series. First up, we have my own personal favourite. I've nicknamed this one the Operator. It's based heavily off of Dusty from Medal of Honor. I think I've done a pretty good job here. It works very well in urban areas and it strikes a certain PMC operator kind of vibe. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the breakdown. So, starting off with the headgear, we are running the 3E Black Arrow. This is from the Splinter Cell event. I believe it's actually quite early on, so it should be fairly easy to get as long as you've got, I believe, the season pass. We are running it in olive drab, so it's matching the headset. We don't want to run everything in, for example, all khaki, because at that point the character starts to look a little bit neh overall. So we shake it up a little bit, but not too much. If you don't have this, or you can't be bothered to get it, or you don't have the season pass, honestly, any backwards cap works. Just for me personally, I have a hatred of the night vision eyes our characters have in this game, so I like to always be running some form of physical NVG. Moving on to the vests, I'm running the Avs Vest. This is one of my favourites in the game. It's kind of quite bulky. It does make the character look quite buff, where compared to something like this one, for example, which, hold on, let me get you a better view. It really skins down your character. It really lowers your profile, makes you look a lot more slender, which is not really what I was going for this one in particular. Here's a good example here, see? Even the backpack is affected by this, so I wanted him to look a little bit bulky, so we go for that one. That is in khaki. However, there's an interesting interaction with the belt if you look quite closely to the bottom there. Left on default, it's the same colour khaki, however the belt is black. Personally, I much prefer it as black, but if you do not, for some reason, with this vest, you have the option of changing it. Moving on to the hands, I've gone for the Oakley SI Assault. These I usually use pretty much all the time because I very much like the black carbon fibre. It really sticks out, it kind of pops. Those are in khaki. Moving to the pants, we are using the Fixit pants in khaki. Very much a big fan of these. There's a lot of stuff. There's a pouch on the side, there's a radio, and there's this amazing jiggly pouch thing that wiggles, and I just love having things on my belt. I was previously running the Vasily pants. It has a lack of stuff, honestly. The knife is cool, but I much prefer the Fixit pants. One of my favourites in the game. Moving on to the shoes, I'm using combat boots in brown. Honestly, the shoes are probably the least important thing in the entire setup, so go with what you feel like. Moving on to the headset, I'm using the TCI Patrol 2. This is the lopsided one. This is in olive drab to match the hat and the scarf. Again, we're trying to keep the head kind of uniform whilst mixing up the overall colour scheme just enough to make it interesting. So we've gone for this one. Keeps it looking lightweight. Perhaps he just didn't want to have a big heavy headpiece on. Moving on to the glasses, I've gone for the down curve sunglasses purely to match the Dusty aesthetic that I was going for here. He wears pretty much identical glasses to that, so absolutely perfect for our purposes. As for the backpack, we've gone for the Avs 1000. This one I've taken for a very specific reason. It's quite small, it's not overly big, so it's kind of a nice happy medium. It has some interesting jiggle physics going on there, but the main reason is the fact that if you're running no backpack with this vest, as you can see here, your gun clips through the vest or vice versa, and clipping drives me absolutely insane, so we absolutely have to run a backpack, so we went for that one. Moving on to the top, we're running the rolled up shirt. This is a staple of most of my outfits, due to the fact that I am just a sucker for some rolled up sleeves. I think they look far better than having the rolled down varieties of tops here. It adds a nice level of detail. Personally, I think that's just a taste. You could absolutely go for anything else. I just do not think anything else looks even close to as good. Moving on to the scarf, we're running the Scarf B in olive drab, again continuing that colour from the hat downwards a little bit. As for everything else, you know, the patch, the CQC and the night vision doesn't matter. Your night vision goggles get overridden by this hat, and if you're wearing just a backwards cap, you don't have any anyway. So that concludes the operator.